Sorry. I was just like, okay, that's outside. There's a bug on my window. Okay. I just had to wait for my mother to go upstairs, and yeah, we're good now. So, like, high key, I'm just like a story time YouTuber now. Because, yeah, like, because a lot of screwed up shit happens to me. I have a lot of fun and fresh stories I could tell, and we are starting with this one. I feel like we should just get right into this, you know, because, like, these videos are a fucking bitch to edit and upload, so I don't want to make this any longer than it has to be. So to kind of, like, set the scene, this was 2 summers ago, so, like, from last summer, not the summer for that, but, like, the summer for that, so, like, 2016, and I was, like, 10, no, I was 11. Prior to this little incident, me and my brother and a few kids from my neighborhood were in a gang. We called it the Wolves, and we thought we were so fucking hardcore. Like, we thought we were, like, the coolest kids around and shit. Basically, all we did was, like, ding-dong ditch people a couple times. So yeah. Just figured I should get that out there, just, like, I was in a gang, okay? Like, get on my level. The story does kind of include, one of the kids from the little gang. You're probably completely lost as to even where I'm going right now, but, like, it'll make sense. Okay. The summer of 2016, and I was 11 years old. So, me and my brother, since I literally didn't have any friends, still don't, I had these rollerblades, and then my brother had his bike. And for fun, we'd always just, like, go out around the little neighborhood and stuff and just, like, do whatever. It was just one of those summer days. I was just on my rollerblades. He was just biking around. We like, went past this house, right? And they were having a garage sale. And, like, at the end of the driveway, there's this little, like, free box of just, like, free stuff that you could just, like, take. It wasn't really anything interesting, but there was, like, this one thing that caught our eye. It was this little cardboard book sort of thing, and it was about Shrek, and it had, like, a little handle on it. So for some reason, in our minds, we were like, wouldn't it be funny if we went over to, I'm just gonna make up a made-up name. Like, we don't need to expose anyone, because, like, it kind of is exposing this person's dad. I'll get into that later. So we're just gonna call this kid John. So John was a part of the gang, which took place, like, the school year before this summer, so when I was in, like, 5th grade. So there's people driving by my house, like, dead ass staring at me. Anyway, okay, so, like, John, like, was in the gang, like, the school year before this summer, and we were still kind of friends. But anyway, so me and my brother, we were like, wouldn't it be funny if we took this over to John's house and, like, threw it at his house? Like, that's the kind of shit that, like, our gang, like, did. Like, that was the kind of, like, hardcore stuff that, like, we thought was hardcore, was, like, dead ass just throwing stuff at people's house. Like, we thought this was gonna be so funny. So we went over to his house, and we just, like, nailed the, like, cardboard Shrek book that, like, had a little handle. We just, like, chucked it at his house. It hit his window. Yeah, but anyway, so we got away with it. We just, like, threw it and just, like, rollerblade / biked away. But, like, that wasn't good enough, you know? We just had to take it a step further. So we went back to that house that was having the garage sale. And at the end of the driveway was a mattress. Like, a little, like, mattress. It wasn't, like, a huge-ass mattress. It's just, like a mattress for a crib, like a baby mattress, if that makes sense. So, I mean, obviously we had to take this mattress and, like, throw it into John's lawn. You know, just, like, do that. So, I had to haul this mattress. Like, yeah, it was a small mattress, but it was still heavy as fuck. And I had to haul it, like, a 1/4 mile on rollerblades to this kid's house. We finally get there. I was like, all right, I carried this thing all the way here. You're gonna throw it in to my brother. So, he gets off his bike. I hand him the mattress. John, he had, like, this, like a trampoline in his backyard, and then he has this fence. The goal was for my brother, like, throw the mattress into his trampoline, like, because it had a net, you know? So I was, like, standing back a little because, like, I was ready to run. So my brother, like, picks it up and, like, he's struggling because it was pretty heavy. And also, like, we're dying laughing at this point. Like, it was so funny for some reason. So my brother finally lifts it up all the way and, like, throws it over the fence and into his trampoline. And as he's doing this, this kid's dad, like, storms out. I was out of there. Like I said, I was, like, standing a little further away than my brother, so, like, I was out. I didn't see any of this. Like, this is just what my brother told me because, like I said, I was gone. But basically, John's dad, like, grabbed my brother, told him that if we come back, like, he's gonna call the police. Because I guess he saw, the book thing, and he was, like, on alert. So the second he saw our little asses throwing that mattress in, like, he was ready to come out. So anyway, he said, like, he will call the police, and he will, like, hold us there until the cops show up. So, like, we were scared as fuck. Like, we were not gonna come back, right? We didn't come back. A little bit of a plot twist, you know, like, he didn't actually call the cops on us. So being the little Randy savages we were, we had to, like, find something else to do. Something else fucking wild to do. So, the little box that, like, the Shrek book and stuff was in, like, the free box, we went back. We didn't grab the other stuff in there. We just, like, grabbed the box. And we decided to... Okay, wait, let me backtrack a little. So, like, at this point, it was later. It was probably around, like, 8, 9 o'clock-ish. We have this box. We decide to, like, throw it into ongoing traffic because we thought it was funny for, like, the cars to hit it and stuff. I don't know. After, like, 10 minutes, this box was destroyed. So we went back to our house and grabbed, like, we just, like, opened the recycling bin and just, like, grabbed a bunch of, like, shit. Deadass went out to this main road over here. If you live by me, like, you know kind of where I'm talking about. And we just started, like, throwing, like, cans, like, anything at, like, into ongoing traffic because we thought it was funny. So after probably, like, 15, maybe 20, that's a little bit of a stretch, probably, like, 10-15 minutes of doing this. Of just, like, throwing random garbage and shit into ongoing traffic. See a cop, like, come out from this neighborhood over here. He, like, comes... It's, like, hard to explain because it's, like, the roads are, like, perpendicular. This isn't even important. Basically, a cop shows up. For some reason, it didn't really register in my mind. Like, he's here for us. Like, yeah, I told my brother, I was like, stop, there's a cop. But, like, I didn't think, like, the call was for us, you know? I, like, obviously didn't want him to see us throwing garbage and shit. But, like, I thought it was just a cop, you know? Like, it's not for us. Like, why would it be? Spoiler alert. It was for us. He stops, he gets out of the car, and at this point, I'm like, fuck, like, it registers, like, this is for us. So, literally, the second I see him, like, pull over and get out of the car, I, like, go from, like, Randy Savage gang to just, like, bawling my eyes out, like, complete mental breakdown, like, I was not okay. So yeah, he gets out of the car, like, I'm having a mental breakdown, I'm pretty sure my brother was too, and he's like, were you guys throwing garbage, at the cars and into the street? Something along those lines, and I'm just like, I'll pick it up. Like, I didn't even answer his question. I wasn't like, yeah, or like, no. I deadass remember so clearly just all of a sudden saying, I'll pick it up. And, like, on my rollerblades, I'm, like, going into traffic and just, like, picking everything up, like, bawling my eyes out. And I literally, like, I don't know what I was thinking, but, like, I picked it all up, and I just had all this garbage and shit, and I just, like, started going back to my house, just, like, completely ignoring the cop. I was just like, bitch, no, wait, I want to have a talk with you guys. I got several calls that you guys were, like, littering and throwing stuff at people's vehicles, and, like, that's not okay. And I'm just sitting there, like, I was like hardly even listening to a word he was saying. I was just like, ah, I'm sorry, I picked it up, don't arrest me. After that, he's like, where do you guys live? I just want to have a word with your parents about this. I don't know if I'm gonna charge you guys with anything yet, but I just want to talk to your parents. I like started crying double. Like I didn't even know that was possible for me to cry any more than I already was. But like I was just like, bitch, fuck it. Like give me a ticket. Like don't talk to my motherfucking parents. So since it was just right down the road, me and my brother, he just like got on his bike and I was rollerblading and the cop just like followed us to where we were going, my house. And we get there, the garage is open and like the door's right there. And he's just like, why don't you knock? Why don't you like tell your parents what you did? Like, go ahead and knock. He was being smug as fuck, like definitely not trying to make me feel better. So, I knock on the door, like I'm in front, like my brother's kind of next to me and the cop is standing behind both of us. My mom answers the door and she just sees like me, my brother, and a cop. I saw the look on her face. Like, I don't remember exactly what she said, if I'm being honest, but I feel like it was something along the lines of like, what happened? Like something like that. Like, what the fuck happened? Everything gets kind of fuzzy around this point, probably because I was having a complete mental break. But I remember mom saying like, get those fucking rollerblades off and go to your room. So I was like sitting on the ground and the cop was like telling my mom and dad everything like that happened. He said that he's not gonna charge us, but he has to file a report. We had to take mug shots, like what I call mug shots, because if we didn't have to go to the station or anything, we just like, he just like had to take our picture for like a report. So we did that, and then I like stormed to my room and I just like lost it. I just like lost it. The cop was still talking to my mom for a bit. After like 15 minutes of me just like crying harder than I've ever cried before, my mom comes downstairs and I deadass don't remember any of the conversation. I just know she talked to me about everything. Me and my brother ended up getting grounded for a week, which like we usually don't get grounded for that long. Like usually we don't get grounded at all. So like that's a pretty big deal. I do realize like that's not that long, but it was pretty tragic at that point. That about does it. Kind of got clickbaited. I didn't get arrested, but yeah, I had to like take sort of mugshots and like get a report filed on me, and it was a fun adventure, I guess. So yeah, like and subscribe if you're new. I don't know.